Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm excited today to reveal the new Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026 event, right? I say that as if like I'm the one that's like hosting this. No, not really. Just excited to be talking about this because we finally have something new that has been announced. The Dragon Ball games, especially the console games, have been doing one of the most shit jobs completely when it comes to promotion, and now we have an official update that got posted last night. We have the official trailer. We have a new key visual of Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I have to say this is the best that Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball Daima has ever looked. I mean, obviously he looked amazing in the actual anime, but in terms of like renders and art, this is immaculate. Like, I want him to look like this all the time. He just looks amazing here, and I think it really does have to do with proportions for his body. Everything looks really, really good. Like, you can still tell that he's got pretty big arms and like hands, and his feet are, you know, still pretty big. But like, when it comes to like Daima, I would say probably Super Saiyan 4 Goku in Xenoverse 2, he's looking really, really wacky. I still like the way it looks, but this just works better for Super Saiyan 4. But I digress. This was actually posted on the official Sparking Zero website here. We'll go over all the information that they talked about because there are some interesting things in this. But Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour this year, as you can see, is going to showcase and have stuff for every single game with the exception of Dragon Ball The Breakers and Kakarot, surprisingly enough. Now, we're supposed to be getting the Kakarot DLC, the final, you know, Daima, I mean, part 2, right? Which is going to be the second half. That's the final half of it. That's supposed to be coming out, I would say, I mean, early next year in 2026. So it's likely going to drop before the event, okay? If you recall, the event generally takes place probably very, very early in the year. It's usually in January. Sometimes it gets to February, but it's usually like late January. They're pushing it to April. I'm wondering if they're doing that for a specific reason. Maybe there are certain announcements that they're wanting to do. I mean, there are obviously going to be new reveals, right? We know that. Every single Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour has some type of new reveal. We didn't get anything this year because of the fires in California, and remember, it got completely shut down, like they just ended the event, and they held the tournaments and things kind of in a separate way. But as long as there's nothing bad that happens, and I'm wondering if they're doing this intentionally to avoid another wildfires kind of situation. Who knows, right? But you can register now. It's completely free. Obviously, you have to travel there. It's going to be in Los Angeles. I might want to go to this. I don't know. I'll have to see. I really, really liked my, journey at Gamescom in Germany. This would be a lot better for me just because it's in the States. It wouldn't be a super long travel for me. Probably maybe around like a few hours from where I live, and it would be really nice to attend an official Dragon Ball event. And this one looks like it's going to be a big one just because every single game is going to be there. You have Dragon Ball Fighters, which is interesting. Some people I think are overreacting a bit that Fighters is going to be here. It's just likely going to be the tournament. Every Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour had a tournament, and it's going to be something for like qualifiers for, I think, France Evo. Sparking Zero obviously will be there, and I'm pretty confident there will be new reveals or new things shown for the game. I know DLC 3 hasn't been announced or released yet. It's supposed to be coming this month, hopefully. With the Switch version being a thing by November, I'm pretty sure a lot of new players will be, coming to this game. And not only that, sales will go up for this game. I wouldn't say significantly, but there are going to be a lot of new sales because, the Switch is going to push for sales for this game. It always does for all the Dragon Ball games that get their version on Switch, right? So if that's the case, I think the game has just been so successful, regardless of what people have to say about it, how you think about it, how they've handled it. It's very successful. Already 5.5 million copies have been sold within less than a year, right? That's unheard of for anime games, right? That's kind of crazy, right? So I think a season 2 or another season pass for 2026 is very likely. So we'll definitely see what happens with that. Xenoverse 2, they're finally showing that Xenoverse 2 is going to be here. I feel like in previous events, they don't really even mention it. And there's a good reason why it's probably going to be here. because they have DLC that's going to be announced or shown or whatever. Likely going to be Future Saga Chapter 4, which will be the final chapter, right? So this one could be a big one. That will likely release in the summer. So there should be some type of new reveal or something at that. Obviously, Dokkan and Legends are always going to get stuff. Gekishin Squadron is going to be the new game, so there are likely going to be new character reveals, announcements, etc., etc. And then the Dragon Ball card game will be there. That's, you know, still getting updates and stuff. So great, right? Everything's looking good. I wish that Kakarot was here, but it makes sense why it probably won't be, just because the DLC, I think, will be very fresh at that point, and they haven't planned anything further. We know there should be more content coming for Kakarot even after the Daima Part 2. But they definitely need a lot of time to, you know, get that announcement out there, right? So for now, I think all this makes sense. The fact that Breakers isn't here means that it's likely done. I think that shit is end of service, right? They should honestly have Breakers here and just, you know, do end of service announcement. That'd be awesome, right? No, I'm just joking. For those of you that like Breakers, I'm not trying to shit on the game or whatever. It's just, you know, it's just a meme. It's just a joke. But it's likely, I mean, I feel like this 3 Raiders, everything, I think they're done, right? I think they're done. So they did have a trailer. I posted it. You can watch it if you want to. We'll be holding the Battle Hour 2026 in Los Angeles on April 18th to the 19th. Guys, remember, this is just a weekend event. So for those of you that are don't want to or worried about taking off a super long time, this is honestly one of the best events ever, right? It's a very short 2-day event on the weekend, which is great, right? And if you love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball games, this is the place to be. No announcements for anything in regards to anime, movies, etc., etc. But like I said, we'll go over all the information at the very end here. But yeah, they had all the games. They have the new render and everything. Saturday and Sunday event. Again, it's free, which is awesome. Has it been free? I feel like it should be a free event. It's just, you know, I don't know. You just have to apply for it and get in, right? But man, that's going to be a long trip, right? For those of you that live outside of the U.S. I know now from experience from going from the U.S. to Germany, it was a 10-hour flight. So for those of you that live in Europe, that's probably likely going to be another probably like 10-hour flight for you guys. So if you are coming from Europe, that'd be awesome. I'll let you guys know if I end up deciding, you know, as long as everything kind of goes well. If I decide to go to this event, I'll let you guys know, because I would love to meet up with you guys. That'd be really fucking sick, right? So let's go over the Sparking Zero website that they had, okay? Because there's some very interesting stuff in the description here that you guys probably didn't see. So this is written by the marketing team. Where's DLC 3 marketing team? I'm just asking, you know? Whatever. Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026 comes back to Los Angeles on April 18th and 19th, 2026. Bandai Namco Entertainment Europe, in collaboration with Capsule Corporation Tokyo. That is pretty big. I feel like they've talked about this before, but having this actually announced in an official English not even translation, but in an English website and everything is pretty big. I feel like they don't really mention Capsule Corporation Tokyo often, so it's official. This is an official thing, right? Also with Shueisha, fuck them bitches, right? Toei Animation and Bandai Spirits are pleased to announce that Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026, an event packed with Dragon Ball fans around the world, will be held in Los Angeles, California, USA on the April 19th and 18th, 2026. So, yeah, that's crazy to see that they're actually like it's like official here. Capsule Corporation Tokyo is like an official collaborator with this, right? Which makes sense because they handle, I mean, Ioku is the guy for this, right? And they said that they wanted to handle the games, the anime, movies, merchandise for the most part, right? Shueisha is mainly doing just like the manga related stuff. So that's why we haven't seen jack shit. Created with the ambition of sharing the latest news and announcements on the Dragon Ball universe. Ooh, okay, not even just, hold on, whoa, hold on, I didn't even see this part. I just skimmed through this. Don't get your hopes up. But sharing the latest news and announcements, and hey, the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour isn't foreign to announcing anime-related stuff, right? They had Dragon Ball Daima there in a previous year, right? who knows what they're going to be showing here? Who knows? I wouldn't get your hopes up at all. But, I mean, hey, that would be pretty cool if we got like a movie announcement or like a teaser or something, right? I don't think that's too far-fetched for a movie to be in development, or at least being conceptualized right now. You know what I mean? Anime, I don't see that happening, but a movie could be in the works, right? So that's awesome, right? That is awesome to hear that. Again, don't get your hopes up. The Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour will have its 6th edition packed to the brim with Dragon Ball Games content, right? Again, I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I think this is going to be a really good one. I think this could be a good one in terms of like the games that we already have that are existing, DLC, new content, all the games, right? In addition to special announcements and content, the event will pit players of games such as Dragon Ball FighterZ, Super Card Game Masters, Fusion World, and Super Card Game Fusion World Digital. So yeah, they're going to be tournaments, right? I think that's what Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be for. Therefore, I don't see them doing more DLC unless Bandai somehow, I guess, like reignited their relationship and repaired it with Arc System Works. But I feel like Arc System Works is too focused on the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, right? The event will also include booth exhibits, merchandise sales, as well as stage events, notably featuring Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadron and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So they are explicitly stating that there will be a stage event for Sparking Zero, right? I think there's going to be a tournament for it as well. Those tournaments are funny, by the way. But I feel confident that there will be some new DLC, right? Or something, right? Some type of announcement. They're already just like saying it right here. Special announcements and content, latest news and announcements. Like there are new things that will be shown here. It's not just going to be nothing, right? I mean, it could be nothing for some games, but we'll see. Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026 can be attended for free. Yeah, and the Switch version is gonna be already released at that point, so it's like they're gonna really try and push for sales and content and everything, right? We've seen it in the past. There's no reason why Sparking Zero is just gonna cease support, right? After they're getting a Switch version, you know what I mean? And if they're teasing this pretty heavily and, marketing this for the event, there could be some good shit shown, right? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's nice to finally get some news for the console games, not just the mobile games. The mobile games get shit every single week, 2 weeks, monthly, right? These games, the console games, they haven't had anything. There's been nothing for any of the games except for Kakarot. The Kakarot DLC was the last thing that we got in terms of like a major console game. Gekishin Squadron is a console game, but like that one it's very mobile live servicey type of like that. We know that game's going to be getting frequent updates, so it is what it is, right? But yeah, this event's going to be peak. I think it's going to be a good one. Definitely tune into it, and if you can attend it, absolutely, right? So let's talk about Gekishin Squadron just real quick. I'll play the trailers at the very end so that you guys can see what's going on. We got our reveal of Hit. He is a technical, as well as Android 17, who is also technical. As you can see right here, this is going to be very loud. Yeah, he got his reveal, which is pretty cool. It's a DBS version of Android 17. And we also did get a soft confirmation of Gamma 1. I thought they posted a trailer, but no, he's just in the Android 17 trailer. You can see him down there. So Gamma 1 is coming. He's likely going to be the other character that gets revealed. So we already have the 2 technical characters, right? We have our tank. So the last 2 are attackers. I assume Gamma 1 is one of the attackers. So there's one last character that we don't know yet, right? So, yeah, Gekishin Squadron is looking pretty solid. I don't know why I didn't think of Android 17. That actually makes a lot of sense over any other character. Hit, I told you guys Hit was coming. I think we all knew that Hit was coming. Didn't know he was going to be technical, but I feel like he would have been an attacker. So, yeah, lots of good stuff coming, man. I'm very, very excited. Let me know down in the comments what Dragon Ball game you're most excited about. Likely, if you're watching this channel, you're likely more excited about Xenoverse 2 and Sparking Zero over anything, but Gekishin Squadron, the other games will be here as well. And who knows what they'll announce. I'm not expecting a brand new game announcement, but we could see, I mean, there could be like a teaser for one, right? Remember whenever Tenkaichi 4 Sparking Zero got its teaser here, and we get an official trailer until the, what was it, Game Awards, man? Oh, it's exciting, man. It's exciting. We have stuff. We have stuff to look forward to. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Time to start working. Don't move. This is it! In all my years, I've never allowed a mark to escape. Target locked. Too slow. I can finally finish the job. Contract executed.
Now to fight like I mean it. Go! So long!
I'll blow you away.
Poor thing. You really thought you had me, huh? Not over yet. I'll block it. Fine. I'll show you what I can really do. I guess I just got lucky.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.